Askreddit Asks, what is your favorite running joke from a TV series?
Mr. Burns never remembering Homer's name. Smithers, who is that man?
That's Homer Simpson, sir. You ran over his son once. He ruined your governor candidature. And his wife painted you naked.
Also all of Mr. Burns' references and anecdotes that are over 150 years old.
Simpson.
A.
The Blues model home in Sudden Valley progressively getting worse and worse over the 3 Arrested Development seasons.
Look at Banner. Michael.
Creed with his run-ins with the law professionals. If they find out I have asthma, they won't let me scuba. If I can't scuba, what is this all for? Quote.
Nobody steals from Creed Bratton and gets away with it. The last person to do this disappeared. His name? Creed Bratton.
When Pam gets Michael's chair, I'll get Pam's old chair. That mean I'll have 2 chairs. Only one more to go.
Good news, everyone.
Severely reduced pay for everyone.
It was also awesome that everyone. But Fry pronounces asked like axe. Which they explain during that Xmas episode where they tell him why they all say Xmas.
The owls as pests are my favorite running gag.
Rickety Cricket's downward spiral from priesthood.
Leaves priesthood, becomes homeless, develops drug problem and gets legs broken by the mob, has his jugular slashed with a trash can, Chinaman stole his kidney, shot in the hand, gets ringworm and is outed as a thief at his school reunion, loses eyesight in one eye from a now very paralyzed stray chocolate lab, hatchet in the arm and half his face burned off, raped, dog orgy, makes out with a dog while on PCP with a dog while
Charlie Kelly being illiterate.
You see the doormark pirate? You think a pirate lives in there?
Passing references to Dennis Reynolds having the qualities of a serial killer. Also, Mac being gay, not coming out of the closet when everyone knows he's gay. There are so many times where I thought they were going to actually have him come out only for it to be a misdirection.
In Parks and Rec, Ben loves calzones but everyone else reacts like they're a crime against nature.
And on the flip side, I love how everyone else loves Lil Sebastian but Ben just doesn't get the hype.
The calzones betrayed me. Hatred for the library and salads as well. You could fill this whole thread just with running jokes from P&R. Hello, I'm Troy McClure. You may remember me from such blank as blank and blank. URL redacted.
Such nature documentaries such as Earwigs, EU, and Man vs. Nature. The Road to Victory.
Get confident, stupid, and smoke yourself thin.
Jazz getting thrown out in The Fresh Prince.
Best part is it was only filmed once. So every time you see him wearing that shirt he's gonna get tossed. Fourth wall breaks about the intro happened twice. IIRC2 will talks in court as being from West Philadelphia. Born and raised on a playground is where I spent most of my days. And another time when Will was going back to neighborhood and told Carlton about the bully spinning me over his head in the opening credits.
The Dean's Dalmatian fetish on Community. Chang's stupid puns that get worse as the show goes on are some of favorite parts. From decent ones like "now you're speaking my chongwage" to less than decent ones like "guilty as chonged."
The names of the businesses next to Bob's Burgers in the opening credits. Edit. I never thought I'd see gold ever. Thank you, kind person.
I like how the bathroom has been the same since Felix remodeled it.
For his burger of the week.
And that's why you always leave a note. Arrested Development.
Tobias' sexual sentences.
I laugh every time Final Countdown comes on when Gov does magic. The sad walk with hunched back and arms straight down is also a great one.
The Mac and Me clip Paul Rudd always brings to Conan. Edit. Thank you for the gold and silver, kind strangers.
I keep hoping they'll cast Paul Rudd in a Mac and Me remake so he can show up to Conan with an Ant-Man clip.
I want Paul Rudd to get nominated for an Oscar and have Conan host the show so they can play that clip.
The names Sean comes up with for Gus.
I've heard it both ways. My favorite is when they visit a murderer in a prison and "Hey," says Bert and Guster, in a clear and over-enunciated voice. Also, all of the "Gus, don't be a blank s."
It was the "my leg" Guy from SpongeBob. But then they did an entire episode around it and ruined the joke.
My eyes. What was the episode around it? The air conditioner repair school in Community is the funniest thing I've ever seen. You've heard the phrase, room temperature? This is the room.
The true repairman will repair man.
The AC kicking on as Troy walks through the building to show he's being followed was a nice touch.
Kenneth from 30 Rock being an ageless immortal being. Tracy. Ken. You don't want to be a page forever. Kenneth. Who said I've been alive forever? Tracy. What? No. I mean, what's your dream job? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Do you have a second? Kenneth. No. There's only one of me.
Esteemed character actress. Academy Award winner and fugitive from the law Margot Martindale.
The failed attempts to get the banners right is my favorite.
Erica! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
Hollywood.
Damn it, Jerry.
Gary.
Larry.
You mean Terry? Dr. Cox calling JD girls names. Especially when you can hear his thoughts for the episode and he runs through a bunch of names in his head to make sure that he hasn't already used one. You already used that one. I don't give a crap, newbie. Damn it! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
Jason's obsession with the Jacksonville Jaguars in The Good Place.
We just need a better offense. And a better defense. And different rules.
I'm telling you, Molotov cocktails work. Anytime I had a problem and I threw a Molotov cocktail, boom, right away, I had a different problem.
You know, in all the time we've known you, you've never mentioned your father. What do you mean? I talk about Donkey Doug all the time.
Vincent, URL redacted, BoJack Horseman, images, 1/1f, Vincent adult man cropped. PNG, revision, latest. CB equals 20,190,117,013,957, from BoJack Horseman. A character first encountered at a bar that is clearly 3 children stacked on top of each other in a trench coat, but is seemingly believed to be a legitimate adult by every character except the protagonist, who is often criticized for naively thinking the character could actually be a group of children. They stick to the joke so well that it actually breeds doubt as to whether the character might somehow be a real adult.
Piling on the BoJack comment to say the print shop gags are my favorite. The things like banners and shirts which are exact transcripts of what I assume was the phone call to make the order. URL redacted.
My cabbages. Edit. Thank you for my first gold! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark!
I love that, as well as the foaming mouth guy, even though you see him twice during the Fire Nation play about Aang and the gang. His sources include Singing Nomads, pirates, prisoners of war, and a surprisingly knowledgeable merchant of cabbage.
Dinkelberg. That everyone calls them Timmy's dad and Timmy's mum.
Also, where did you get insert ridiculous thing? Internet. Okay.
Halloween heist. Edit. Thanks for the silver. Gonna put this in my resume now.
While suggesting washing someone's hair being one of the most intimate gift. Edit. Typo.
Also, title of your sex tape.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day, you amazing people.